Hey guys, Ricardo here, and I am just going to be talking about some stuff, mainly Destiny related, while playing some Vanguard Rock. The main thing that I'm talking about is mainly the reward system, because the only thing that you can really get good rewards from while playing Destiny is from doing Vanguard Rock, which is what I'm doing now. Because basically in Vanguard Rock you have quite a high chance of getting legendary engrams. It's the best way to get legendary engrams, in my opinion. And the best way to get exotics too. I've never had an exotic from it. You can get an exotic from just doing it, but the legendary engrams, I've had a few exotics just from the legendary engrams by themselves. So it's really probably the best way to get stuff if you just want to try and get some gear for your character on Destiny, like I do. Main thing I want to try and get is Sewer's Racine. I've wanted Sewers for so long that never got it, so yeah, I hope I get it sometime. Either I'm gonna get it out of like an engram, get it out of like doing something, or like the Nightfall or something, or getting it from there. I think that might have been the first thing that I said actually rather than getting it from an engram or getting it from Zero. That's really the only two ways that I'm ever gonna get it. I'm getting rewards from stuff obviously, like Nightfall activities and the glass with his engine and stuff like that. But yeah, the main bit of a reward system that is probably the worst. I don't know how Bungie even made this into the game, because it is like such horrible things that it basically does. And yes, basically it's about the multiplayer rewards. Now, on multiplayer, I've had an exotic from playing multiplayer once, and it was the truth, e.g. the worst exotic in my opinion. Well, it's between that and No Land Beyond now. No Land Beyond's quite bad, but some people are good with it. But yeah, it's the thing about when I got mine, I was in the bottom half of the leaderboards at the end of the game. And when you get an exotic weapon or a bit of armor or something in Crucible, it's mainly, or legendary engram or something, it's mainly people on the bottom half of the leaderboards at the end of the game. So fourth, fifth, and sixth. They're the people who normally get exotics or legendaries. And the people in first, second, or third, I have personally never seen someone who's came in first, second, or third get a legendary or exotic. I've seen someone in first get 2 rare engrams, and that's the best thing that I've ever seen someone in first get, and second and third. So in my opinion, we need to fix it. But there's those people out there who are quite bad at the game, and that guy's a prick. He is an actual prick. Oh, I'm just gonna kill myself and now they need to come down and get me. Yeah. So basically, the thing about the reward system is they really need to fix it so that people who do better in games of multiplayer have to, like, don't have to, but they are the ones who get something better from it. It doesn't make any sense in my opinion, why people in last should get better stuff than people in first. It doesn't really make sense, but I guess people could argue that it's so that people who aren't as good at the game get better stuff, so that they can become better at the game. But if you're not good at the game, then there's a quite high chance that you're not going to play the game. So it kind of flips that on themselves. So people who don't play the game as much get better stuff. Like, say, the Icebreaker, Sura's Regime. Personally, in my opinion, the two best exotics. That's a lot of guys. Yeah, they're, in my opinion, the two best exotics, Icebreaker and Sura's Regime. So I really don't get why they do this. Like, they said that they had made it so that people with higher KD ratios have a higher chance of getting better stuff. But what mainly happens, most of the time this doesn't occur to me, people in first get quite low KD ratios because they get a lot of kills, which means they run out. Personally, that doesn't happen to me. That only happens to me on COD, really. So yeah, and now, instead of what people were doing before, which is getting a kill, no, what people were doing before is they were just spawning, running, and hiding somewhere. And it's really pointless. And now that they've done that, what they were doing that for is to try and make people stop doing that. But no, that doesn't really stop them from doing it. It just means they get 1 or 2 kills and then run away and hide. They make sure that they're positive, their KD is positive, and then they go and hide. Try not to die or anything, they just get a kill, get a couple of kills, a few kills maybe, and just run away, hide, until the end of the game, and then hope that they get something good. And also, Vanguard Rock is only out for people with DLC, and Vanguard Tiger is nowhere near as good at getting legendary engrams or exotics. And even the Nightfall, they really need to bump up the chance of getting good stuff on the Nightfall, because in my experience of doing the Nightfall, so many times I have never ever gotten an exotic or legendary, and I need to bump up the chance in the weekly, even though this is just mainly speaking for other people, because in the weekly I have had 2 legendary engrams just from doing 1 weekly on hard. And these are a couple of the hardest things to do in the game. Obviously it goes, I would probably say Vault Glass, then Closest End, just because if you're the required level for Closest End, then right now it is really easy, mainly because of all the glitches. Like, if you see someone that's completed Closest End in your game multiple times, as in they've got like level 32, which means that they had to do it multiple times because you can't get to level 32 without getting Ascendant, no, Radiant Shard, or whatever they're called. And to get them, you need to do it at least more than once to get it on all of your armor. So there's a very high chance that most of the people that you see level 32, maybe even 31, about to be level 32, most of them have not done it legitly. They've just done it with glitches all the way through, because there's literally a glitch for every single bit. Like, there's a glitch for the lamps. It's a hard glitch to do. You'll probably die a few times while doing it. In my opinion, it's probably best just to do it properly. But there is actually a glitch for the lamps. I'm not gonna put a video up on my channel, probably ever, about how to do a glitch on Destiny, just because I just don't do it. I don't really do glitches. I did do glitches on the Crota's End raid, because that's just because I was in a team and we did that. And we did it on the second bit, which is the bridge. Then we did the third bit, and then we defeated Crota with the glitch. But yeah, we did do it with glitches, but it makes it too easy. I like challenges, which is why I like doing the Vault of Glass on hard and that, but I'm not actually done it this week because none of my friends, the only friend of mine that actually made us like do Vault of Glass and that like every week is one of my friends called Legit Twists. And yeah, he basically, he likes doing Vault of Glass and that, but now that he's got the DLC, he was the first one out of all of us, even though all of us got, like, all of me and my friends got the DLC on release day. He only got it a few days ago, about a week ago. Yes. Say whatever you want, not, you know, the song, but yeah, basically, now that he's done it, he did it without us, and then he did it with us this week. He did it without us last week, and he now doesn't do the Vault of Glass. I don't know why. He's kind of stupid for not doing it, but I asked him on Tuesday when he hadn't done the Vault of Glass, because we did the Crota's End straight away. I said, okay, so are we going to do the Vault of Glass on hard now? He said that he didn't want to, because it's kind of pointless now. But it's not pointless. You can still get exotics and that a little bit. You can. It's probably because he has the Vex Medical class that he doesn't want to do it anymore. But in my opinion, it's kind of selfish if that is the reason for him not doing it, just because he got the Vex Medical class. I've got a friend called Cheat on Hell, and he wanted to do it. He's got the Vex Medical class, but he still wants to do it because he knows that he can get any exotic from any part of it. And none of them, Legit or Cheat, none of them have the Atheon's ecology. None of them have it, which is probably why Cheat does it. And I don't know why Legit doesn't do it, because it's quite pointless in my opinion. I just shoot at the boss a wee bit, because, yeah. And I don't know why I'm going into this, but yeah. The reward system is so, like, bad on this game. I don't know why Bungie have made it so hard to get good things by doing good. You do bad, you get better stuff than you could do good on multiplayer. So, it's just, I know a lot of you guys agree with me, and some people don't agree with me. Most of the people who don't agree with me, and who just found the legendary engram, this is what I mean. You get good stuff from this. You, almost in every single game you play, if you have a team of 3 when you complete when you lead the boss, like kill the boss, at least one of them will get legendary engram, normally. But yeah, I think we're going to end the video here, now that I have finished the game. But yeah, basically, Bungie, you really need to fix your shit on the reward system. It really doesn't make any sense right now, but that is going to be all for this video, and I will see you in the next video. Good. Wait, I can't get to the... Hold on, I'm trying to get the recording button.